Hey, YouTube channel I haven't done anything with in forever. Spencer Presley here, back to do a very sudden video, but I thought this would be cool, and not a lot of people are going to do this, at least on YouTube, I think. This is going to be kind of an unboxing video, but more of a comparison. So, with me, I have not one, but two collector's editions for the Silver Case. This is a adventure game from Suda 51 and Grasshopper. It's one of their earlier titles, but the cool thing about this is this game has had two physical collector's editions. This one is from Limited Run Games. You can see the sticker right there has my numbered copy. I have number 1549, or if you're someone who wants to speak in English, 1549. And then we have the NIS box. So the NIS box is similar to shape as along with all the other ones. Different art on the back. Cool thing with the limited run box is besides the front and back having the same art, on the top and the sides and the bottom they all have different character art, and even has their patented limited run PC #1. So I'm going to open up this one first, and then we're going to go and open up the NIS one and see everything that's in there, compare them, because there are some things that are similar, but I want to kind of go through everything and explain it to you guys. For comparison, actually, I think these were actually the same price. So this was 50 bucks, and again, size comparison wise, this is way bigger in size. More akin to like big box release. I know Josh tried really hard to make it seem as much like a complete package as possible. So when you open it up, everything comes in this tray, and holy crap, I just realized I'm actually missing something from this video. So hold on one second. I'm back now, and I almost forgot. The first thing you actually get when this was shipped to me, by the way, I know there's less than 2,000 copies of the Limited Run Games one because it was a pre-order thing, so the pre-orders obviously get way fewer copies than a full run usually gets. You get the traditional Limited Run Games postcard, which has some really cool art, and then on the back, instead of advertising their other games or having a checklist, just says "Kill the Past." And along with postcards, you also have the silver foil sticker. It says limited run on there. There's a gold foil one that's just like this. So if you're a sticker collector or a postcard collector for limited run, it's totally count. They're part of the collection. The only difference is they're not numbered like the regular console releases are. So first up, we have the game, and this is in a jewel case. On the inside, you have the limited run, and this is the full game, DRM free, has its own installer. Again, props to Josh for working on that, because this was not an easy release to get out. Like, the pre-orders started in October, and I got this like February, I think. So yeah, it has the cover of the game on the disc. Let me show off the back. List it off. So fun fact, my computer is such a piece of shit is that I can't even play this on my PC, and this is like a very not demanding game. So besides the game and the installer, there is also the soundtrack, and this is going to be interesting for later because the NIS one also has the soundtrack. So it has 34 songs, and then on the inside it's got its own little disc art. Very cool stuff. So these ones are going to be a little bit weirder. So this, if I'm not mistaken, is the instruction manual? No, I think this is like a character profiler. I might be wrong though. Or like a little... I'm always like, because there's another one in there. Yeah, this is not the manual. This is just kind of some cool lore and like creator stuff. So has some characters on this side, and then some more art, and kind of explains what the silver case is. It's a cool little fold-out thing like you would see in a, like akin to like an instruction manual or like a little bonus thing. And then this one is the play manual, and this one is more akin to like an instruction booklet, but I can't even think of the last time I saw it. So on one side is all the controls and like settings and stuff like that that you might need to know. And this one's actually cooler. This one is a full rundown of all the characters in the game as well as who they are. So really, really cool that they added that in there. Next up is we have this soft cover art book, which I'm going to show you guys. And I'm going to do a really bad job of showing it for the most part. But soft cover art book looks really, really cool. It's very interesting. It almost kind of reminds me of a comic, even though it's an art book. And then this is where it gets weird. Then we have a manga prequel. So this reads left to right, like a regular comic does. Has some stuff for it. It's all translated in there. And then the weird thing about this, also cool little facts, they got the limited run logo next to there. We're going to go into the NIS box. The first thing you'll notice about the NIS box comes with the same comic. What's the difference? It reads right to left. It's a different stock. It's on probably I'd say a thicker kind of paper. I'm not actually sure which one I like more. This feels like an American comic, and this just kind of feels more like a soft cover art book in terms of the paper material. It's a little hard to describe without like getting into really geeky paper terms. But yeah, it's the exact same thing. Let me actually pull up the last page, because what I'm wondering, I haven't even looked at this, is if they're swapped. No, they're because some manga originally back in the day, they would swap them for right to left instead of actually put them in the right position. So the books read totally differently. One's right to left, the other one's left to right. Size-wise, the NIS one is just a smidge bigger, but it's really hard to say which one kind of fits it. I'll save the comparison of which one I think did better with what, but we're going to go back into the rest of the NIS one now. So that's the limited runs release. Next up is this tear-resistant poster, which is shows off the girl from the back of the box, and this is actually way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Holy shit. So here is the poster. I really like the art of the silver case. I'm not super crazy about another topless boobied girl poster, so am I gonna say no to it? Definitely not. Is it something that I'm like the most proud of to own? That's exclusive to the NIS set? Not really. It'll just be added to the poster collection. So now we're gonna actually open the box and see everything else that comes with it. So first up, and most importantly, we have the game on PS4. Also important to note, the PS4 version actually has more content. They added some exclusive chapters that I think flesh out the story exclusively to this version. I don't know if they're ever going to patch it into the PC one down the line. But really exciting. Not exciting, no manual. Just got the game disc, but what are you going to do? Also, funny little thing on the back, it says, if it'll focus, it says that it needs 7 megabytes to install the game. I don't think they mean 7 megabytes. I'm going to guess them at 7 gigs. But if it actually, I've yet to install it, if it's actually 7 megabytes, that is some impressive cramming. So next up, we have the art book. If you notice, it is the same art book cover and back from the limited run, but the limited run games one, again, feels kind of more like an American comic. And they are the exact same contents. The art book in here just kind of has things smushed down a little more, but it's just in a hardcover format. Everything else, though, same art. Everything else, nothing really that different. I like that this one's a hardcover more. I think I like this one just because of the way it feels, and the images are bigger, but they're both pretty even. And then last but not least, we have the CD soundtrack, which, if I can find it, ironically, they have the same cover, but they differ slightly. So this is the limited run version, and this is the NIS America version. Cover's the same. There's actually spine art, but it's so reflective you probably can't even see. The back of the limited run games one, again, is just so glossy, it is almost impossible to kind of show. And then this is just kind of the back of the disc player and shows the tracks off. I think they have the exact amount of songs. Yeah, they're the exact same songs, so nothing too crazy there. And then I will have to give the NIS one this. On the inside, it has a record. Wow, I could not think of that. It has a record for it, and the inside jewel case art is kind of more extended to the record player going on. So easily has to go to the NIS one for the CD in terms of interior art. I know whoever does the limited run game stuff, this is very similar to what they do. They usually either get black or white, and they don't usually have interior art. It's just an extra cost, but I like that NIS does that. So in total, let's just work step by step in terms of stuff they both have. Exterior box, hands down, easy choice. It's gotta be limited run. It's bigger. I like that it has more art, and just a total win there. For game case, this one's kind of hard. So yeah, this one's really hard. I don't even think I know. I'm gonna have to give it to this, the limited run, because I'm gonna be biased here. Because of how much work I know that Josh put into making a custom installer just for this fucking game to work on everyone's PC out there. Whereas this one was more print it off, nothing on the inside, no manual, no nothing, just a cool disc. It's very close, but I'm gonna have to give it to this for probably bias reasons. But so 2-0 for limited run. Next up, we're going to do the art book. And like I said, art book, besides size comparison, even though this one's tinier, I think just because it's a hardcover, I'm going to have to give it to NIS. The hardcover is really nice. Then for the comic, this is hard. Because there's literally the exact same thing. The only difference is, I think there's a Playism ad in the back. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's a Playism ad in the back here, which kind of, it gives it more of that comic book feel, whereas this one just kind of feels like a cheap art book kind of material, even though it's on nice glossy paper. So I'm gonna, it's really weird. It's really weird because then the manga purist in me wants to pick this because it's right to left, but this is left to right. I gotta give it to this, just because they really didn't like cheap out on it for it. All right, and then we're gonna then compare the stuff that was exclusive. This, the tear resistant poster, cool, but it's kind of throwaway. It doesn't impress me. As much of a joke as this sounds, the throwaway poster does not compare to the postcard and sticker, and then the little instruction booklet and info sheets. That kind of reminds me of the old stuff you'd see inside PC cases. So I'm gonna have to say it was kind of close, but the limited run release definitely kind of kicked it off. There's just a lot of, you can tell that there was love put into this by the guys over at Limited Run Games. I mean, they hand stickered each one, and just some more like behind the scenes baseball stuff. Like, they were so serious about getting their first PC release right. It took them way longer to get out than they thought it would, but they had the boxes done, I think, in December or January of this year, and they scrapped them all, ate the cost, found a new, better manufacturer, and actually they got it done at the place where Pokemon cards are printed, I think same as Magic the Gathering, for a better kind of material. By the way, if anyone from Limited Run Games is listening and has one of those boxes lying around, I would love to have that original box for my archival purposes. Just saying. Don't have to pay me. I will pay you for the box, but I know you won't. Either way, tangent aside, NIS America, you did an awesome release. I'm glad it's coming to consoles. I know a lot of people were bummed because the console version got announced right after the pre-orders started, I think, for the PC Collector's Edition. So they kind of got the raw end of the deal there. But wanted to compare both. I hope you guys like it. I know both are sold out, but they shouldn't be that hard to find on eBay. Either way, this was like 13, 14 minutes of me rambling about the same collector's edition. So I hope you found it interesting. And also, I didn't make this video so I could be like, blah, blah, blah. Limited Run Games is way better. Go support them. I'm going to say support them either way. I love NIS America. I love Limited Run Games. I love games. I love collecting in general. Everything's awesome. This was just one of those weird cases of two different companies did the same kind of collector's edition, just very differently. And I wanted to show it off for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment below. Subscribe if you would. I have a Patreon. It's at patreon.com/Spencer Presley if you want to check it out. be very appreciated. Either way, have a good night, guys.